Hello, and welcome everyone to a brand new episode of All the Mods 5. Now, skipping right past our daily ritual here, this is literally being recorded 30 seconds after I stopped the last episode, and I am about to get prepared, finally prepared, to fight the Ender Dragon. Now, the first thing is to charge up my jetpack a little bit, and then also grab what arrows I do possess, and after growing a few skeleton seeds. Alright, so with that little bit, we now have 2 stacks of arrows, which will be very useful for the fight. And we can go ahead and throw our wireless crafting grid over here. Now, what we need to do, we need to grab our ender eyes and our, what is it here? Okay, we have our bow, we have our ender eyes. I need to charge up my jetpack a little bit more because, yeah, okay, so it's at 4 million. I'm going to get it to 6 million, and then I shall be back and see you once I have 6 million in my jetpack. Alright, so after I thought those were sharks for a second. After a little bit of charging for the jetpack and using a little bit of the stuff to actually fly here, we are now at our location that has been rummaged by the water and does not look as epic as before. Can you please go away, water? Thank you. There's sand on the portal also. Alright, so with the portal here and the eyes that we need, first we're going to go ahead and set our spawn right there so that we can go ahead and hop back in just in case we die. And we're also going to throw in the rest of the ender eyes. Are you? Oh, you're already after me. Alright. Come on. Ooh, ender pearl. Snipe you. This is so much easier with the jetpack. Snipe you. Get you. Get you. Oh, I missed. Now we smack a cage, and you're on your last little bit there, dragon. I can fly after him and smack him. Alright, come on. Come on. Oh my god, you're so loud. Jeez. How do I hit you? There we go. And we sit here, and we smack the dragon with our sword. You know, Are you flying away? Oh no, my hover is going down. Okay. You're so loud. Jeez. He's down to half health. We might get him here. Ah! Ow. Come on, dragon. Come on, dragon. We're gonna get him here, yeah. Stop twisting around. Stop it. Stop it. Oh. Ooh. Smack. Yes! There we go. Alright. Go ahead and grab you. There we go, boys. And we got an end gateway opened. And now we can collect all this XP. Whoa. Whoa. Hey. I just took down the queen of this dimension. Stop attacking me. Stop it. And we have ourselves the end portal here, and also the egg on top, which we are going to claim in a second here. Okay, so we are now in the far off land of the end. We can go ahead and harvest up all of you here, all of this coarse fruit, so that we can, of course, grow it at home. We can also take one of you coarse flowers. And now we start by killing some endermen so that I can get some ender pearls to take home with me. Okay, so with the murder of many endermen, we can go ahead and begin our wide out search here for an end city. Now, usually you would walk all of this and look for an end city, but we're special, and we get a fly. End city number 1 has been found. This is all very cool, and now we're gonna raid you. So, these end cities have things called shulker boxes on them, as you may very well know. And when you kill a shulker box, you get something called a shulker shell, which is right there. And also, over here, we can get something called a shulker shell. And now we have 2 shulker shells, which makes a shulker box, which can be used basically as a backpack. And also apparently potions. Okay, so I found a new end ship. A new end city even. It's very small, but it has an end ship, which is very cool, and I guess I'll take it then. I want you. You're the dragon head. And then I want you down here. What's in here? Just insta health, don't need that. I want that. That's what I want. Come here. There we go. And okay, that's bad to say the least. A little bit more gold. We always are in need of some gold. Protection 3. Yeah, I can melt these things down. Use that. So now I have another few minutes of flying, and now we have our elytra, which is just like regular. I think the jetpack's probably a lot better than the elytra, but you know, it's good to have yes, it's good to have. It's not very good to have, is it? Now we have pretty much made it back to the mainland here, and we can go ahead and jump into said portal and finish the game. Okay, so after a quick journey from the end portal back to our home sweet home, I have went ahead and chucked everything into our chest, and in between this clip and the last clip, it's actually been a week in real time. Yeah, I meant for this video to come out way earlier. Basically, I am super lazy, and I finally got around to recording the rest of this episode. And you know how last episode I said that there was a pack update? Well, there was another pack update. I don't remember what this one had per se. I know it got rid of Inventory Reborn, something like that. I think it was like an inventory sorting mod, but I'm pretty sure it got rid of that and then added a bunch more mods. Yeah, I'm super lazy. I'm sorry. Let's get into Botania now. Okay, so to start with Botania, we are going to need something called a Lexica Botania. And to get this Lexica Botania, you need a sapling and a book, which we do possess. And you can go ahead and look at that. It's got a nice like little 3D model. And you can open this up and, ooh, okay. So as you can see in the top here, the Lexica Botania 382nd edition, Magic Tech Naturally. Botania is a tech mod themed around natural magic. The main concept is to create magical flowers and devices utilizing the power of earth in the form of mana. Let's look first to this, which this says, welcome to Botania. Welcome to Botania. Congratulations on the fine decision to strap a sapling and a book together, or just finding this tome in a chest, whichever applies. You can navigate this book with the arrows at the bottom of the page, or scroll through the pages with the mouse wheel. Despite its appearance, Botania is, in essence, a tech mod. It requires you to use ingenuity, thought, and redstone to create and progress. Keep that in mind. Of course, you will also be rewarded with cool toys, blocks, and equipment along the way. So, Botania is a mod for anyone who likes to play Minecraft. Okay, so basically, as I said, mod author is also Vizkey. But We read that, and now we need to get into mystical flowers. Around the world, you may stumble upon a large variety of mystical flowers. Spotting these flowers doesn't take much work as they glow faintly and sparkle. They come in a total of 16 different colors. Basically, what these flowers do is you can make floral fertilizer with these flowers, which will, I think, help grow flowers, yes. And then also you can turn them into flower petals, and then you can ground them up into powder. But what these flowers do is they can be used to make flowers that will produce mana, which is basically this version of the mod's power. So, with some bone meat and some red dye, we can go ahead and make ourselves a floral fertilizer. And you can also press Control on it, and it'll open up the page in the book, which is very cool. But we can go ahead and take our floral fertilizer and move out of the door first. It's dark outside. It's fine. We'll just ignore that. We'll go ahead and fly over this way. We have our elytra equipped. Wait. Oh, we have our elytra equipped with our jetpack. Interesting. Okay. I guess that does help me out. But we can go ahead and clear out a little bit of grass here. Click you down. And these are the plants that we have gotten. We have a mystical lime flower, a mystical purple flower, and also a mystical red flower. Okay, so after getting our first flowers here, I have unlocked a few more pages in the book here. The first thing that we are going to need to make here is going to either be this pedestal or this flower. I was fixing stuff and we had a little bit of slow. Okay, so after collecting those flowers, we have unlocked, my bad, a few new pages in the book. The first one being this petal apothecary. I think I got that right. To build plant life that can do their bidding, a botanist needs special means of infusing plants with magical energy. Luckily, I'm just going to call this thing the petal place. Luckily, the petal place can do just that. And there's a little image of it. This block, when placed in the world and given some water by right-clicking or throwing in a water bucket, will accept any magical petals thrown into it, absorbing their energies. Basically, what this does is it's like the crafting table for this mod, except it is a little bit different, which, you know how a base crafting table has your 9 slots? I think this only has like 8 or so. I could be wrong though. Okay, so to make this, you need 2 cobblestone slabs, 1 little petal of any type, and also a little bit of that. And now we have our petal place, which is very, very cool. And we're going to go ahead and throw you down over here, just right here for now. Ignore the not decorated wall. Also, what we need to do is we need to look at you. You are called a flower pouch, and what I assume this does is just gives us a place that we can store our flowers in, which I'm pretty sure that was wool. We do not have wool. String, we do not have string. Okay, I'll go ahead and make that later. But we do need something called a water bucket, or just bucket, or just iron in that case. We are so... Ignore that. You didn't see that. Okay, I'm so dumb. Now we need, after we have our water in our petal thingy, we now need to get something called a pure daisy, which this pure daisy will basically turn wood and stone into living wood and living stone. Living wood, living stone. Okay, so to do this, what we're going to need is 4 mystical white petals and also a living wood twig, which we get that after. Okay, so we're going to need 4 of these petals in a pedestal, and then it should give us our pure daisy. Okay, so after the collection of many, many flowers, we have the resources needed to turn our mystical white flowers, which we're not going to turn all of them, just most of them so far, into mystical white petals, which we can go ahead and throw 1, or I think we toss them in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 into there. And then with seeds, I wasn't sure how you actually initiate the crafting recipe, but it is with seeds, and we do have plenty of seeds. Oh, I thought that was like a weird mob in there. It's just a bat. We can go ahead and click on you, which, not click, toss. And now we have ourselves 1 pure daisy. Okay, so now with your pure daisy down, you can go ahead and plant it like that. Go ahead and just remove the torches from the immediate area. Now what you do to convert stone and wood into living stone and living wood is you need to go ahead and place down it around the flower, just like that. You can't go any higher because then it won't have any effect on it, and you can't go any lower because then the flower won't have effect. And you can also do this for oak wood. My bad there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and change this because it's bugging me. But wait, I think like 2 or so minutes, and then this should be finished and turned into living wood and living stone. Yep, they are done, and this is what they look like here. Go ahead and collect them like that, and also collect them like that, and now we have our 8 living wood and or living stone, living rock, okay, and living wood. Now, I'm pretty sure that has unlocked, here we go, yeah, this has unlocked a new thing in our book, which is called the Wand of the Forest. A botanist's most important tool for manipulating flowers is the Wand of the Forest. So, to summarize what this does, because I already know what this does. Basically, when you are using mana, you can see how much mana is being produced from a flower and how much is being transferred between pools with this stick. Now, to make it, you need 3 living wood twigs and 2 of these flower petals, which is actually very easy to do. First, we just need to put you in like that, and it's sad that it doesn't give me any extra sticks, but I guess that's how things are going to go. But we have our living wood twigs, and now we have our what is it called? Flower petals, yes. Flower, and let's go ahead and just pick something that's very not rare, like a red flower. Go ahead and turn you into flower petals. Go ahead and craft you like that. And now we have ourselves our Wand of the Forest. And there will be actually different leaf colors, dependent on which type of leaf you put into the Wand of the Forest. Except for this one at the bottom. I'm pretty sure that one always stays the same. But now with this, you can see here, and if you shift click, you can hit function mode and bind mode. We'll talk about those in a second. But I'm pretty sure now, okay. Ooh, alright. Generating flora. This is what we want to get into. Generating flora is basically like this mod's energy. And to do that, we're going to need things like special flowers. So this is an endoflame flower. It is, I think basically what it does is you drop coal on it, or you place lava down next to it, and it will generate flora for you. This is made, okay, with pretty cheap ingredients overall. Okay, so I ended up going with a different flower called the hydrangea. Basically what it does is it soaks up water and turns that into mana, and here's me trying to figure out how they work. Okay, so I have discovered that infinite water sources do not work with the hydrangea. They just like water, straight up. And sometimes they don't like water, which is a little bit weird, but I'm sure that'll work itself out. And these are only just temporary flowers. These are not full kind of automated flowers. So let's look into our little thing here. And yeah, we have our introduction to generation. And now we have something called mana manipulation. So, to do this, what we're going to need is something called a mana pool, which can be made from living rock, which is why we made the living rock in the first place. And we're also going to need a little bit more oak wood over there. But we can go ahead and access our wireless crafting grid real quick. And we can also see that the we have our okay, my brain just left myself. Okay, we made our mana pool with our living rock, and we got the achievement Vivid Wave, which is interesting. And we're gonna go ahead and I think, yeah, you can see that little bar on it. We'll talk about that in a second. But I think we're gonna throw it down right here and just keep the plant there for now. So next thing we're gonna need is something called a, okay, we have, oh wow, we have tons of stuff accessed now. We have a mana spreader, a pulse mana manipulator, and a mana tablet. So what we're going to need is something called a mana spreader, which this basically takes mana from one area and adds it to another area. How do you craft this thing? Okay, so it's crafted with 6 living wood, one of these flowers, and a gold ingot. I am going to get a bunch more living wood, and then I will be back once I can craft this spreader. Okay, so now that we have our living wood and that annoying zombie in the background, we can go ahead and make our 2 mana spreaders. Go ahead and throw you back into here. And now I need to remember how these things work exactly. Okay, I figured it out. Basically what I did is I went into bind mode, which will bind different things together, and I made the hydrangea go into the mana spreader, which then went into the mana pool, and you can see there's very little in the actual mana pool. Okay, so I placed down some water next to this hydrangea, and it is filling up with mana, as you can see in the pool here. Now, this flower is alright, but I do want to see if an endo flame would be any better. I have a feeling that it might be. Ooh. Okay. So yeah, that definitely burned it up. And it is definitely powering the mana spreader. Actually, very much. Okay, this could be automated because I'm pretty sure these flowers don't burn out. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so now with actually a good amount of, ow. Ow. You dare interrupt me while I'm speaking. You dare. Okay, so, now that the mana pool is getting a good, decent supply, that bat is bugging me, we can go ahead and look into our trusty book here and see if there is anything else that we need to do today. Okay, so after a little bit more looking through the book, I do want to make one more thing, which is going to be called a mana pearl, which we have gotten now. We now have our mana pearl. And with this mana pearl, we can go ahead and make something in here, which is called a runic altar, which also requires a bunch of this living rock that I went ahead and grabbed in advance. And I know I said that the other thing was kind of like a crafting table. This is the crafting table, basically. So, let's go ahead and throw you down here. And I'm pretty sure what this does is you can supply it with mana, and then it will, ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure with this, you can supply it with mana and also ingredients, and then it'll craft stuff like Terra Steel, which we'll eventually get into, and also better flowers, which we do definitely need because this mana pool is lacking a lot. But I do want to do one more thing before we end today's episode, and that is, as I promised, making a ranged upgrade for my little thing here, and here it is. First we need an upgrade, which we do not have. We need improved processors, which we can quickly get by adding a little bit more gold, and now we have 2. I'm pretty sure we can only make 2, so that's fine. But let these cook up real quick. The first one is done. And with you, and like that, we can go ahead and get our first upgrade. The other one should also be finished, so we can go ahead and get our second upgrade like so. and now also quartz enriched iron, which we do not have, of course. Why would we have the stuff that we need? That would be insane. Okay, 1 ranged upgrade, 2 ranged upgrades, and now I'm pretty sure all of our ender pearls, yes, are pretty much gone, except for the one left in inventory. But we can click on you now and go ahead and throw you into there and you into there. And now I should be able to access this thing from, yeah, way farther away in the base. All the way in this corner, and hopefully all the way in the other corners of the base over this way. Have you run out? You have run out. Here you go. It's not far enough there. There. Okay, so that... okay. That doesn't go all the way, but it does go pretty far, and we will add more upgrades to it eventually. But how far does it go out this way? Okay, so yeah. So with the 2 upgrades, it pretty much covers the entire base area. So we did a lot in this episode. First of all, we fought the Ender Dragon, which is an achievement of itself. We also began Botania, which is a very fun mod, and I will have a lot of fun getting fully into it. We also made our ranged upgrades so that we can access this wireless crafting grid from anywhere in the base. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this episode of All the Mods 5, please consider giving it a like, subscribe because subscribing is very cool, hit the bell because you'll be notified when I upload. Whenever I do upload, I need to upload more. There will be a video tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. I promise that. I want to do more things with this series. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you all later. Go away. Thank you.